its founding documents, taught and still teaches to this day that in the United States of America, there are two separable kingdoms. There's the kingdom of the church, and there is the kingdom of the state. And they exist in the same nation, but they are to be kept separate one from another. Render therefore unto Caesar that which is Caesar's, and unto God that which is God's. But this beast that rises from the earth will have these two horns like a lamb. It will confess externally that it believes in two kingdoms. But we're told in the prophecy that it will end up speaking like a dragon, which means that it will make an image to the first beast. It will have a love relationship with the Roman Catholic papacy. And it will implement in the United States the principles of the papacy. It will no longer separate church and state. It will join church and state. It will make an image of the first beast. Now, if you look at the first beast, what characterized it is that during the 1260 years, it used the power of the sword or the power of the state to persecute those who were not in harmony with her. So if this beast from the earth is going to make an image of that first beast, it must mean that she's going to join church and state, and she's going to enforce the principles of the first beast. And then, of course, we noticed in the third angel's message about the mark of the beast. We actually had 2 lectures on the mark of the beast. And we noticed that the mark of the beast is in contrast to the seal of God. The seal of God is found in the 4th commandment of His law. You need 3 things for a seal: the name of the person, his office, and the territory over which he rules. There's only one commandment in God's law that has those 3 characteristics, and that is the 4th commandment of God's holy law. In other words, the seal of God is the 7th-day Sabbath, which means that the mark of the beast must be an opposite sign that the beast has of his power and his authority. And we notice that the beast, the Roman Catholic papacy, claims that its sign of authority is Sunday as the day of rest. And then we studied about the number of the beast. We noticed that the number is connected with his name. It's the number of his name. And we noticed that his name is Vicarius Filii Dei. We dedicated a whole lecture to this. It was quite a while ago. But we noticed that Vicarius Filii Dei, the number value of those Latin letters, is 666. And by the way, that name, according to the papacy, is what gives it authority to do things on earth in the name of Jesus, such as the idea that it has the power to change God's law. You ask the papacy, who gave you the power to change God's law? They'll say, because we have on earth the vicar of the Son of God. He represents the Son of God. Therefore, He can do what Jesus does. So you see, the name and number is related to His claim to having power to change God's holy law. Beware of receiving His number. And then we notice at the end of the third angel's message that whoever drinks the wine of Babylon, whoever worships the beast and his image and receives his mark and the number of his name will suffer the outpouring of the unmitigated, unmixed wrath of God upon those who did not receive the gospel and who did not receive the 3 angels' message. And we noticed in the third angel's message that there's a reference to being tormented with fire and brimstone before the angels and before the Lamb.